The Mummy 2017, Universal Studios' first installment in the Dark Universe cinematic universe. D!
You know, watching this Mummy, I felt like I would rather wrap myself in toilet paper, douse my whole body in kerosene, and light myself up in the 4th of July fireworks festival, because I would rather go out with a bang than this movie, which ended up drowning in itself and fizzled out.
This movie had some positives.
Like what?
Sofia Boutella is naked in this movie. A lot.
This is the only positive thing you could say about this
The
movie.
other girl is pretty hot.
And the two girls are attractive. Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? The only reason you should watch The Mummy is because there are two. That's right, two whole women that are actually kind of attractive. For the low price of $13.95, you can watch two women who don't know what they're doing run around screen half naked for the low price of $13.95. That is The Mummy. Tom Cruise and the one guy from New Girl are riding horses in Mesopotamia to thieve antiques, maybe, and they end up finding a random tomb which has a mummy in it, and this mummy is a pharaoh who is salty about not being the pharaoh. So, you know, she killed some people, now she's cursed, whatever. Tom Cruise sets off the events by releasing the mummy being cursed, and now the entire exposition team is on a journey to try and stop the mummy.
After Tom Cruise releases the mummy, she chooses Tom Cruise to be her new lover. And she is basically chasing Tom Cruise because she wants to bang and bang and bang and bang and bang.
This movie lacks the kind of energy that Leo's libido has. It falls flat on its face. This movie has terrible pacing. It seems to try and jam a whole bunch of action elements with some meaningful exposition. And let me tell you, good exposition is not noticed, but I noticed the exposition in this movie.
The action scene, it's a mess. The editing is terrible. You have quick cuts, like 2 seconds, 2 seconds, 2 seconds, 2 seconds. I don't know what they were thinking. It gave me a headache. And the dialogue, who taught these writers what people say? It's like they've never had real conversations before, because the dialogue is essentially, Jenny! Nick! Jenny! There's two of you in a car together. You don't have to yell each other's names. Have you never had a real conversation before? 6 writers who worked on this?
The acting is quite terrible in addition to this. I think Tom Cruise plays a very confused version of himself in this movie, and the woman is honestly just there to cash in the paycheck. I don't think any of the actors were very inspired in this. The writing ends up feeling vapid, shallow. There's no heart to this movie. I walked away feeling like I was missing something, and that something was the $13.95 that was in my wallet originally.
26 because you paid for me.
If there's one scene I'd actually recommend, it's the Tom Cruise swimming away from underwater mummies. It's the greatest. That is the only scene. It's not worth $13.95, but... So, bad characters, bad acting, bad editing. Is there anything about this movie that is worth it?
Sofia Boutella is naked in this movie.
She also has mad tattoos, so if you had a tattoo fetish, you might like her.
And if you wanted to see it on Sofia Boutella, for sure.
Other than that, I think this movie is a complete waste of time. If Universal is trying to set up some cinematic universe, they have obviously tripped, fallen, and smashed their face out. It is a terrible start to any cinematic universe, and the movie itself is just bland. So, 1 out of 10? Yeah, 1 out of 10.
I'm not even going to rate it. It's not worth it.
So, overall, The Mummy, we think, should just end up getting wrapped up and packed into a tomb where it can live in underground Egypt for the rest of its days. There's no saving grace for this movie, and...
I have a recommendation, though. When you find your nearest time machine, you travel back to 1999, you go to your local Blockbuster, and you rent The Mummy, and you pretend this mummy never happened. That's all I got. You go onto Netflix, and you look up The Mummy, 1998. There you go.
Is it on Netflix? Oh, good question.
You find your whatever favorite rental spot, and you find The Mummy, 1998 with Brendan Fraser. you'll have a way better time and a way cheaper time than seeing this in theaters.
Time travel to 1999. Go to your favorite blockbuster.
Was it 99? You find the 1999 Mummy, whatever favorite rental area you like to go to.
Damn it, Leo. No, the joke is to time travel to 1999, go to your favorite blockbuster, and rent out The Mummy from 1999.